Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 14 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. We are going to have a conversation about intentions because there will come a time when you will have to be intentional about what you truly believe in. There's always a testing of your beliefs, and if you haven't yet experienced it, just wait. Because if you truly believe what you say you believe, if you truly want to stand on what you value, it will be tested. And when that time comes, how will you stand? What will you do? One of the things that I had to learn when my testing came was when people lied about me, talked about my character, talked about the basic things that I believed in. How would I respond? Now, sometimes you are put in a position, especially if you're an individual that likes to respond to everything that takes place. Because in this day and age with social media, it gives us the impression that because we hear so much and see so much and things are everywhere, that we should respond to whatever is said about us because you want to set the record straight. What I learned in the aftermath of my divorce, when there were things that were stated that I knew wasn't true, I was silent. Silence is often a good way of standing on what you believe. Being silent intentionally. Let it be known that what you're trying to say about me is not going to rustle my feathers, because some people were saying some things just to get a response out of me. See, when we are in the environment that we have where social media is everything, if we see something that goes against who we are, people are thinking, oh, I know you saw it. There's got to be a response. And they may have just put it out there just to see how you will respond. But silence is an entire response. Here's something else that you can do. Now, this one was hard for me. It took me a minute to start walking away. Yep. There are some things in your life that you will encounter that will go against your values. It is sometimes best for you to just walk away. If you choose to stand and fight for the small battles, when it is time for the war to take place, you won't have the effort or the energy to do so. You would have expended yourself on the little things instead of standing against the big things. There are moments in our lives where we find that there's such a corruptive element that we have to you choose civil disobedience. We've seen that take place over time in various arenas in various countries for various things. Those are big moments where you're standing not just for yourself, where you're standing for your community, where you're standing for basic thoughts or beliefs that is greater than you. It is in those moments that you need to walk away from the little things so that you have the energy, effort, and create a plan of action for the big things when they arrive. Here's another thing that I had to learn along the way. When you are witnessing an experience where you have something that goes against the decrees of God. Now, for those of you that believe, you know, I often say, you don't have to believe in the God I serve, but if you let Jesus join you on the journey, you will get the opportunity to have somebody to stand against you when you have to fight. Here's a Bible story that a lot of people know of, even if they don't read the Bible. They've often heard of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Now, those are the three Hebrew boys that were thrown in a fiery furnace. That's where you often get the term that people say, I've been tried in the fire. It's from the Bible story. Now, with these three boys, they made a decision when King Nebuchadnezzar said that you will have to bow before the idol that he put in place. Bowing before idols went against their basic values. They had to make a decision. Will I stand? Because for them, standing on what they believe meant death by fire. That's how we got that story. And when they met up with Nebuchadnezzar, when they were called, and he said, are you really not going to bow down before the idol that I set in place? The thing that they said was one of the lessons I learned and discovered. When the truth just is, it's okay to stand. And when you are standing and let Jesus join you on the journey, when you face your fiery furnace, you will come out without singe or the smell of any burning on you. When they told him, King Nebuchadnezzar, we serve a God that will deliver us from this situation that you're trying to throw us in because of what we believe. But whether he will or if he don't, we will still stand on what we believe. And then I'm certain it's not written in the Bible, but just being human, that when they were actually picked up and tossed into the fire, oh, I'm certain they were like, okay, this is a true test of what I believe. You may never have to be thrown into an actual fiery furnace to test what you believe, but you will get a testing of your beliefs. This day, day 14, we are going to talk a little bit more about being intentional about what you believe, so that when you meet, for some of us, the metaphorical fire, but unfortunately for some individuals in the world, there is a physical death that they will face when they are tested on what they believe. Let's talk deeper to see how you can get other strategies to support you in that journey. If you have not yet joined me live in this challenge, go to my website, TanyaEHood.com. There you can click under the registration tab and join me quick, because I've shared with you, this is just a snippet of what I've got to share. We are taking the deeper conversation in the Living in Authenticity Facebook group. I look forward for you joining me there. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood, walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.